Of all the great barriers in swimming, I think 20 seconds for the 50 freestyle is by far the coolest. I can't believe I got to witness it in person, and I can't believe it happened in my lifetime. Oh my God. We're at 19 seconds for swimming 2 lengths of the short course meter pool, and I don't think it got as much fuss as it deserved. Today I'm going to race a 50 freestyle, and while my goal is not to go sub 20, in fact I'd be ecstatic with going the second sub 23 of my life, I am going to be wearing the same tech suit that was worn for that crazy swim last year. Before I talk about that tech suit, the Mizuno GX Sonic 5 MR, I'm just going to talk to you about the 50 freestyle history, because in 2009 Roland Schoeman shattered the world record of a 20.30, and that would stand for 5 years until Florent Manodou, one of the best short course meter swimmers at one of the best meets of his life, broke it marginally with a 20.26. Then we entered Caleb Dressel, and I thought he would be the guy to go under 20. He was swimming so well at the ISL in 2021, breaking world records all across the pool in the fly, the IM, and of course the freestyle events, but he come up just short of a 20.24 followed by a 20.16. But it was finally Jordan Crooks, maybe to a lot of people Dressel's successor, who finally went sub 20. First going to 20.0 in the heat, and then later that day he went 19.90 to make history at Budapest at the World Short Course Championships 2024, 15 years after Roland Schoeman went 20.3. Interestingly was the suit he was wearing. He wasn't wearing a Mizuno GX Sonic 6, the latest generation of Mizuno tech suits. Instead he used the previous generation's 5 MR, the multi-racer, not the so-called Sprinter, the ST, the suits I love and wear for my personal main races. I always choose to wear the Sprinter, the ST, and now the NV Noble Velocity, which is the successor for the Sprinter. But Jordan Crooks decided to wear the 5MR for the 50 freestyle and wore the 6CR for the 100 freestyle. Interesting choices. Not my personal recommendation, but who am I to even question what Jordan Crooks decided to do, especially when you look at the outcome of the results. So I'm going to revisit the 5MR to see what I think about it in a 50 freestyle, and maybe try and draw some conclusions why he opted for that suit. Now, interestingly, that suit didn't have a successor in the 6th generation of suits. The CR was a vast departure from what the 5MR was. The 5MR was, and the MR from all the generations previously, was always very close to the sprint option, but with slightly less dual layering, meaning it had slightly less compression, but still with a lot of snap, buoyancy, and awesomeness. I'm also today at one of my favorite events of all time, the Arena League, and I've not done one of these since probably 2016 for Team Ipswich. And these are a club gala where there first of all is 3 league rounds in your area before you qualify for a national final. I'm representing the Okehampton Otters, my club, who I represent at Masters meets as well. And we're not got any chance of making the national final because it's our first time ever doing this. But more so, it's a team event, it's a lot of fun. And I'm only doing one race, the very last squadron relay, where I'll be teaming up with 7 other Okehampton Otters doing a 50 freestyle where I'll be leading us off. Stay tuned for how I find this suit. Subscribe if you want to see more content. And yeah, I'm gonna go and get prepped for my race. So, first event of the Arena League is always the 200 IM. We've got big Granado, the champ, Alex.
Hello.
What's the plan here? You can just hold it.
We'll have to see how it goes. First, actual racing, so yeah, looking forward to it.
Well, I want to see a PB. I like PBs. What's your PB? What are we watching out for when we watch this race? What are the viewers looking for? What time?
2:11 something is my PB, so a PB would be nice, but yeah, we're happy with whatever happens.
But this is a team meet, so we just want to get a win, and then that goes on to the overall score. So let's get us a win to start the meet off, Alex, all right?
Hopefully, yes.
Go on, buddy. Here you go. Lucky day, I've got some brand new stuff. I'm going to open up a new mesh cap for race stage day. And also, I've not worn these goggles in a while. These are the original Cobras. I actually wore these from probably like 2010 to 2014. They're actually slightly different. They have a different wing stabilization bar now than they used to have. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to racing them today. And got that satisfying feeling of peeling off. See if I can do it for you guys. There we go. Ooh, yeah, look at that. The little peel. And I really like these because they match my sort of black and gold cap that I wear. So now I've got the black and gold goggles. There we go. I'm gonna go warm up. We're on a winning streak as a team, which is great. So I've just done my 400 loose, and first of all, I would have killed for a swim down pool and arena league back in the day. Second of all, quarter way through the events, we have 2 points off the leaders Tiverton. So hopefully we go on a good little run here, rally some troops and points, get back in the lead. Oh, what a reaction. So I've taken a little break from my warm up to watch Seba in the 100 fly here. He's still chasing that elusive first sub 60 swim. He's come very close, both short course and long course on a few occasions. And Tiverton won a few on the trot now in the last few races, so they're looking good here for another win. Seb's looking in third or fourth as he comes to 50. He likes to go out quite conservative and push the back end. He's out in 28.9. It's not going to be quick enough to get sub 30, but hopefully he can move into second, or he already looks like he's coming through into second. He's taking the boy on the inside. It's definitely going to be another Tiverton win. He'll take another point over us, but it could be second, third or fourth for Seb, so really want to get him to come second here on this last 25. Stayed under the longest, only one out of them three not to breathe on the first stroke. Oh, come on, he looks like he's the man for second. Would have taken a sub minute to win, I think. Seb gets second, 61.2, 59.4 to win. I'm going to do my last warm-up sprint. Got one little 15 and one little turn, and then I'm going to put the suit on. So we're on event 23 right now, and on event 51, the last race, the last squadron relay. And I think I've got more time than I need, but I'm actually going to put on a size medium GX Sonic 5MR. That's what I managed to get, that's what I managed to secure. And I've not worn a medium Mizuno in a while, so I think I'll fit in. Here is the suit, and it's I love this colourway. I've never worn this colourway. It's kind of got this black and grey and dark grey back. It's got this sort of orangey copper Mizuno logo and this lime yellow drawstring. And I actually managed to get this Mizuno from Buy, today's channel sponsor. And Buy is a very simple service. It's a drop shipping service from Japan. But basically, they will go and buy anything you want from Japan, any store in Japan, online store. They'll get it shipped to their warehouse and they'll ship it over to you. And what that actually means is not only, you know, next week we'll be able to pre-order the new Mizuno GX Sonic Royal suit, so we'll be able to pre-order brand new suits from trusted retailers, but you can also go on their flea market and auction sites, like their equivalent of eBay. And that's where I got this. So I got this, it's been used a couple of times. I paid £18 British pounds for this. This is a flagship suit released in 2021. The suit worn for the 19.9 50 freestyle world record by Jordan Crooks, and I managed to pay under 90 quid for it, which is insane. So I'm going to go try and put it on. If you want to try out Buy, use the link in the description. You'll save 10% off your first purchase, making suits like this even crazily cheaper. And if I don't get it on, I've got a Mizuno GX Sonic 6NV in size large as a backup in case I don't quite manage to squeeze myself in. But I've got plenty of time, so I'll take my time to dry off, and next time you see me I should be wearing the suit. Turns out I've still got it. I've raced, the event has finished. That was fantastic fun. Honestly, If you're a member of a swimming club in the UK and you don't take part in the Arena League, you're missing out. It's great fun. It's great early season, team camaraderie building, fun, back-to-back, fast racing. And I think it's really important to get the kids cheering each other on and building that team spirit. Goes a long way in the rest of the season. And we unfortunately come second, just narrowly missing out on the win. Tiverton took it by 4 points. They had a great team. And we had a nail biter on the last race. We front-loaded our team and me leading off. We got a big lead. And Tiverton brought it back to under a second on that last leg, racing against our youngest girl. So it was great fun. As for me and the suit, a couple of instant thoughts. Firstly, I just love how this suit looks. I mentioned the colours earlier, but this is one of my favourite ever looking Mizunos, especially since the 3rd generation. Secondly, I'm too big for a medium. It actually went on easier than I thought it would, but I need to wear a large. I was in it for probably 45, 50 minutes before I raced, which is earlier than usual. It's really hard to gauge how long this event was going to go, and I could really feel my legs starting to fatigue by the time the race come round. And yeah, I've not lost confidence in Mizunos. I will be wearing a G-Sonic 6MV at my taper meet in 2 weeks, just in a size large. I've got 2 brand new ones ready to go, ready to swim fast. But I think the reason why the MR was such an important part of Mizuno's G-Sonic lineup, and I really hope by the time this video comes out, we'll know what the GX Royal lineup is like, but I hope it has a successor to the MR. The CR was not a successor. It was all single layered. It just had one little strip of taping, and it was all Ribtex material. But this MR versus the ST or NV is just such an important suit, and there's a reason Jordan Crooks wears it, because some people don't want that mega compression. And I love the mega compression of the MV and the ST in the past, as long as it's in the right size. But Jordan Crooks obviously wanted just a little bit more mobility, a little bit more room to breathe, but still wanted that X taping, still wanted the Ribtex at the back and the Sonic Light fabric at the front. And that's why this MR was such an important suit, such a great suit. And why he's wearing a 5th generation model, because nothing in the 6th generation replaces it. It just doesn't. And I really hope Mizuno go back to that. And I even said on my latest blog on my website, my ideal scenario of a GX Royal lineup, which we'll know, as I said, it will be released by the time this video goes live next Saturday. I want to have an ST, I want to have an MR, and I want to have an SL. They're the 3 best Mizuno designs, and I really hope they're the 3 that they choose to go with for the next generation. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm racing again tomorrow, so there'll be a vlog from that. I'm racing again in 2 weeks. That's my end of season taper meet, the Masters Nationals. So if you did enjoy this video, hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and thanks to Buy for sponsoring it. 10% off using the code in the description. I'll see you on my next video, which will be in tomorrow.